Think about joy. My name Jeffrey means God's peace. That's why my mom named me Jeffrey. And when I think of joy, I think of, the word God has many connotations, but I think of just the benevolent peace, And that's what joy feels like to me. Very peaceful, very full, very alive, and very engaging. Constantly. So, I like to be in it. That's vastly different. I didn't grow up with lots of psychics around me or anything like that. I grew up with lots of monks and gurus and ashrams and stuff like that, so I had a vastly different experience. Known as an empathic healer, and chose those words to call myself because psychic, medium didn't quite cut it. Those things are accessible under the umbrella, but that just didn't really feel right to me. I feel things first, then I see them, then I hear them, in no particular order, but it's always the heart and always the feeling first of something. So I call that sourcing in. When we connect with each other in a space, then I can source in to you if you allow me to source into you and run your system. When I go into that situation, no, this is for everybody, not just you. When I go into that situation, you guys, all of you guys, you just have to keep up with where I'm going and find out where I am. And
I did. As soon as I couldn't see you, I went and asked, which room is he in?
Yeah.
And knocked on the door because I just needed you to know the time.
Right. Because I just tumbled into these human beings like me as a human being. We just tumbled in together, and I felt like I, made love to all of them. And I'm not trying to use flowery language because I say fuck and shit and I'm not appropriate at all. But it was like making love with every single person there.
And when she asked, can I ask one more short question? I thought I wanted you to tell her no, we had to go, because I knew that would be another 20 minutes.
I just never can say no.
Well, that's why I'm there. And do I need to get a little more brutal? Or I just want you to get enough sleep too.
Well, yeah, I am tired, and I've still got a lot of pot to smoke.
Well, and we've got a pack, and you've got a healing at 10:30, and then we need
10:30. The deaf girl who is amazing. Did you see her? It was so funny. I was talking to her, and her mom goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm talking to her telepathically," and she was like, "Can you teach me that?" And I was like, "Yes, I can." And we need to do that. And she was like, "She's hearing you. She's listening to you." And every time I would say something, the little girl would stop what she was doing and look up at me and smile. And then I would smile at her. I wouldn't say it out loud. I'd just say it in my head. And then I said to her at the end, "Can I have a great big hug from you? Because I really need your good energy." And she turned around and gave me this huge hug. And it was so sweet. And I didn't say anything. And her mother was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "That was a fucking miracle." Like, she does not do that, especially with people that she doesn't know, but she doesn't do that at all. And it was just so sweet. Guru, master healer of yourself. I'm just a conduit, working in this environment with Elijah. And so for that reason, it's the spread seems really, at this point now, natural. Just really effortless and really natural, and there's a lot of joy in it because it is seeing people being empowered and jumping into their empowerment as individuals instead of relying on other things all the time to sort of indicate where you are in your life. It's sort of the out-in theory for me. Instead of going out, you go in first, and then you can go out all you want. But if you go out first, then you're sort of negating the whole thing that's happening inwardly. And that's the way that we work. Just anyone, a dozen people, maybe, to transition and I just really don't want Ricardo to be one of those people. And I've said to Elijah many times, I can't have him be one of those people. It will take me out. I will not be, like, able to function. Please don't. Please break it. And he can for so many people, and he has for so many people, and those people are really grateful. And the death thing just came out of nowhere. My death day just, seemingly came out of nowhere. It always seems like it comes out of nowhere. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It just comes straight through. And cancer on my table, and getting off and not having cancer anymore, to accept it, to be in it, because it wasn't a choice. When you're 11 years old, it's not a choice. And so it took some time. And some of the things that happened along the way that were like bumps or whatever in the road, that also took some time to get used to. But I'm only human, So I think that's okay. With no battery left.
Okay, I'll give you a different one. Here you go.